All right, welcome everybody to the new Powerful You team call, and it's good to have you here. It's been an exciting day for me. It actually started with me going to the eye doctor at 8 in the morning, which is just a crazy early time for me. It's someone else made the appointment for me, and I just usually don't get out of the house that early. So anyway, I had the experience of having my eyes dilated and everything. But one thing that I love about this is that I think you all know you have an application, an Empower Network app that you can download for your iPhone or your Android, and I know some of you already have it because I've seen you blog with it. But I just love the fact that I was able to record an audio on my way to the eye doctor and then have it uploaded, while I'm waiting. I just love that. I love how easy it is to do this business from just about anywhere. As long as I have internet anywhere, I can do this. And so I had some thoughts that I recorded for you this morning, and had a really interesting experience. And actually, the person who kind of gave me that experience is on the call today. I'm not going to say his name just because he knows who he is, and we'll leave it at that. But it's such an interesting question, and question that he asked me last night. And here's what actually happened is. First of all, I'll say this. There's something about when you build yourself. And I remember hearing Dave Wood say this from stage back in Chicago, the Chicago event a few months ago. And I didn't really think much of it. I was just like, okay. For some reason, it stuck, though. And here's basically what he said, is when you start marketing, when you start building your team, you're going to get people who are, they're okay, whatever, they can get something out of it, right? Some people join and they're great, some are okay. And then as you build yourself, as you grow personally, because you're listening to Inner Circle audios and you're improving your knowledge and you're becoming more of a leader, because Right Empower Network is kind of like a leadership factory. As you do that, the caliber of the people who join your team is going to grow, and it's going to get better and better. And I'm starting to see that more and more. I have people approaching me, and more the people who join us here on this team are people who have some sort of a vision, people who have a goal, people who inspire me. So anyway, I had this experience last night. Very interesting. I generally don't get as much sleep as I need to, and maybe that's part of it. Half asleep when all this happened, but I'm sitting on the couch and reading a book on my iPhone, on my Kindle app in my iPhone, and listening to some techno music, and I fell asleep. I think I finished the chapter and I fell asleep. And you can listen to the details of what I'm going to tell you here, right here in this post that says, "Would you sell it to your mom?" And anyway, so as I'm drifting off, I'm reading Waddell's The Science of Getting Rich, and the things that he talks about are so inspiring to me when I read them, and I say, oh my gosh, there's like so much possibility in this, and I started to think about my mom. And I thought, wow, my mom lives in so much fear, and she has this passion for politics, right? She has a passion for politics and for economics and for the news, and she's always sharing things with me and with my brother and sister, and it never interests me because I have like zero passion about that stuff. But I told her, even I think this was like 2 years ago, I said, Mom, why don't I start you a blog? Why don't I build you a blog, and you can write about that stuff, and you could share it. And I was like, there's so many people who would be really interested to read about what you have to say. And she discounted it. She was like, no, nobody wants to read what I have to say, And we kind of got into this conversation. My mom's almost 70. She's in her late 60s. And we got into this conversation where she basically said, her life of doing real stuff and doing things for herself is over, and she wishes she would have in the past, but now, it's like too late for her. That was the gist of how she was feeling. And I'm sitting here thinking, now 2 years later, I've got Empower Network and I've got a team, and I've got at least two 70-something-year-olds on my team. I kid you not. I've got two guys in their 70s who are inspired. They join the community and they feel inspired and excited, and they're doing new things and they're learning new things and they're sharing their knowledge. And can you imagine, I mean, you probably have a lot to share from your life, but can you imagine someone who's twice your age, just the experiences that they've been through and the knowledge they've amassed over the years? And I know in the U.S. older people are not as respected in other countries, but if you really think about all the things that someone twice your age, maybe 3 times your age, I don't know how old you are, all these things that they've gone through, all these experiences, I mean, the things they could teach you about life, about so many things. They're an expert at so many things that I'm not. And so I have them here, and I'm drifting off to sleep, and I'm thinking about my mom, and I'm thinking, oh man, I wish I could just get my mom in this and give her an easy platform where she could post her thoughts, and an easy platform, and give her some of the the inner circle audios to inspire her. And I'm thinking about this, and I fall asleep. And next thing you know, my phone rings, it like vibrates, and my headset goes off in music, because I still had my headset on, right? I don't even know if my music was still playing at that point or not, because I was knocked out. And it's this, this friend of mine who just joined the team, and I don't remember much of what we talked about, because I was literally half asleep, but I remember him asking, like, would I sell this to my mom? I paused for a second, because I was like, really? Like, he really asked me that? I was like, yeah, I wish my mom would. Yeah, I wish my mom would get into this stuff. God, I really wish she would, and I would want my mom in here. So that was kind of an experience for me, a little coincidence that happened there, and it just gave me one of those, like, what just happened in the universe there moments. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that, and how, as you go through this, right, some of you on my team are brand new to marketing. This is new to you. You've done many other things in your life, but you've never done the online stuff. And some of you have been in marketing, and you've done stuff, and excuse my language, you know your shit, right? But there's something that's been missing. Whether it's the platform, right? Whether it's the platform that's been missing, or it's, I don't know, it's either the platform, or maybe you've been making money, but the mindset's not been there. Maybe you're feeling kind of drained, uninspired, right? Inspired means you're breathing life into yourself. Expired means you're, dead basically on the inside. And so maybe that's it. I don't know what it is, but you're here for a reason. And as you plug in, and as you increase your knowledge, and as you increase your inspiration and your inner motivation, things start to shift, and you start to attract people who are better than you. And my friends, I'm telling you, this is what's going on right now. If you just joined my team in the last month or so, believe me, there's something about you that you're going to teach me something. You're going to teach me a lot of things. I know it, because this is the stage where I'm at. And here's what it is. And if you haven't listened to Simon Sinek before, that's S-I-M-O-N, last name Sinek, S-I-N-E-K. He's got a TED Talk called Start With Why. Start With Why, W-H-Y, okay? Start With Why. And it's all about how when you start with the reason that you're doing something, then you get followers. Then you get followers. And I've told you in past calls that I've got a huge vision. There's something that I want to do in the world. And I've said this a million times. You've heard this in the last, probably the entire week of calls. As I said, I listen to Zig Ziglar, and one of my favorite sayings of his is where he says that you can have anything that you want in life as long as you help enough other people get what they want. And so I know that to reach my vision, I've got to help other people. And just the fact that I have this huge vision, that I have this huge reason why, that's the reason that I'm attracting these amazing people to my team. And so if you haven't seen Simon Sinek's TED video, it's free. TED videos are awesome. Go watch it. And if you have a reason why, if you have a vision, if there's a way, something that you want to see happen in the world, that's a vision, right? Something you want to see the world a certain way. If you keep your vision front of mind and you work on your inner self, your personal growth, then you will see, first of all, massive breakthroughs in your life and in your marketing, in your business. And you'll start to see your team growing with people who inspire you. And that's what you guys do. You inspire me. So that's my spiel for today. And if you haven't listened to my little audio, definitely listen to it. I just think it's funny that I could be in my car driving and have this stream of consciousness. I don't know, for some reason, it's every time when I shouldn't have a creative moment is when it happens. It's like at 2 in the morning. My son wakes me up, and I can go back to sleep because I have an idea and I need to get it written down or record it, or I'm driving. I can't friggin' write when I'm driving, so creativity comes at the worst moments. I remember listening to, I don't know, I think it was the author of Eat, Pray, Love who was talking on NPR, who was being interviewed. I could be wrong there, but I think that was the interview where, she mentioned that creative ideas come at just the worst moments. And I don't know if this was the interviewer or the interviewee who was saying this, but there was a poet or songwriter who would get ideas while he was driving. He'd get these great ideas. I don't know if it was for lyrics or music or whatever, but he'd get these big creative ideas, and he'd look up at the sky as he's driving and say, "What's wrong with you? Can't you see I'm driving right now? Give that to someone else." So I just think, creative ideas just come, and I love being able to just record them on my phone and get them up on my blog, I guess. Anyway, let's move on to, I got about another 5 minutes here. I want to show you some technical stuff with your blog, okay, because I know there's been some questions. And actually one of my members started to write a blog but wasn't sure how to do it. So I'm just going to show you real quick. Very easy. This is in your activity feed, right? Just click on the blog. You can click on any of these. Okay, if you do audio, video, or image, you can actually click to upload them. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to say test message, okay, sample blog post. I'm not actually going to post this. This is right here. You can add a link if you want. If I wanted to highlight this and add a link, I could do that and put my link to Empower Network here. I could add an image inside here, and then I could highlight it and, just like this, highlight the picture and make it a link as well, which I recommend you do in any marketing. Make your images clickable. Okay, and obviously I can bold, italics, and underline, just basic stuff. That's all that's really important. Once I've written my blog, see this drop down right here, add member names, product or purchase groups. I'm either going to do all team members or public blog. If I do all team members, if it's just for you guys, right? Like I posted 1 hour to the call, that's not on my public blog. That's just for you guys. But in this case, I want to do my public blog, right? And I can pick and choose who I want to send it to, right? So if I just want to have my 15K and above members, I can do that, and then everyone else basically is going to see a thing that says, well, you got to upgrade to see it. Okay, so if I want to share like a top secret strategy or something like that, I can do that, and that's something that you can use to help upgrade your members who can upgrade, right? Because some people, as you know, hold themselves back. So public blog. Then I select my blog. I've got 2 here, okay? I'm going to do my Empower Network blog, okay, in this case. I'm going to finish this tutorial for you guys, by the way, and then I'll post all the links so you can share it on your blog. But I'm going to do my Empower Network blog, select some categories. Let's say Empower Network is a category. If I want to add another category, I can add it here, okay? Not going to do that right now. You can add as many categories as you want. And next I have some SEO options. As you can see, it fills things in for me. Watch the SEO stuff in the 15K. There's a couple of training on SEO. Watch them so that you know what to put in here. Otherwise, just leave it as is. Okay. Meta description is what shows up in the search engines. Okay. So this is going to show up in the search engine. So sometimes I'll edit this so that it looks great. The title shows up in the search engines. Keywords are just keywords to help your page rank for those keywords. Okay. So that's just like the basic explanation. And then all you do is publish, and that goes out on your public blog. Okay, so for example, you can see that, let's look at my last 2 posts. So I have, would you sell it to your mom? If I edit it, you'll see that this is actually on my public blog and all team members, right? And I'm going to cancel that. Let me move this out of my way here. Cancel my edit. And you can see that this right here, if I edit it, only goes out to my team members, right? It's not public. So if I go to my website, which is the new powerfulyou.net, that's my Empower Network blog, you'll see that this blog post is here, but the call details are not. So that's how you do that. Okay, that's how you do that and actually get something on your blog, or keep it just between your team members and yourself. Now, if you haven't added your blog here, it's very easy. You know, if you didn't add a link, you just click on custom domain. Mine's already in here, so there's nothing for me to do. But when you add a new blog, okay, you can click on add new blog, and then it'll give you the instructions on how to add it. It's really simple. Okay, it's probably like the simplest thing I've ever done. So that's really it. I'm going to go back to my activity feed. That's how you set that up. One last thing I want to show you for the last minute here is you guys all have access to the Project AWOL back office, first of all. And I wanted to talk about this. I'll talk about this next week, about how to use this with your new members. Okay, a lot of you went through this already with me, so you probably know, but it always helps to see when you're not going through it, to see how people do it. So I'll walk you through this next week. You guys might have to remind me, but we'll do that. What I want to show you is the Facebook group. Okay, when you go to Facebook and you go to the Project AWOL group, there's something here, you probably never even noticed it. Okay, files. Click on files and check out some of the stuff they have in here. Okay, lots of good things. For example, the new member email that I sent you when you joined, okay, I got that here. There's a goal calculator. Some of you really love numbers. You're going to love that one. I think Thailand Whiteboard Final actually is the better one. So lots of stuff in here for you to explore. Okay, so take a look at it. Okay, take a look at it and see is there anything here that can help you build your business right now. So guys, that's it. That's 20 minutes. There are 2 of you on right now, so I am going to unmute you. I'm going to close the call, and oh yeah, I was going to show you also how to set up AWeber. Let's do that real quick if you don't mind. It'll take another minute. Those of you who are setting up AWeber, I don't have GetResponse right now, so I use AWeber with my Empower Network back office. I just want to show you this. When you go into your business, okay, and you go to lead capture, these are all the different pages you can promote. I, like 10 times out of 10, like all the time, I use the main link, which is almost a secret. I don't even think it's in this list. Here it is, okay? Almost a secret. That's the page I use. They actually split test that themselves. So if you go there and you refresh it and refresh it and refresh it, you'll see a different page each time. And they're constantly optimizing it on their end for whatever works best. Now, does it work best because of whatever traffic they're using? Yeah, probably. But if you imagine everyone in Empower Network sending traffic to that, and every time it comes up with something else, they kind of know what converts and what doesn't. Okay, so that's definitely something that I do use a lot if I'm promoting right to the Empower Network page. And I've got my AWeber list name in here. If you don't know how to do that, I want to show you how to do that, because I know I have at least one guy who I didn't know how to do this. So let's see, where am I at? So this is where this is at, and basically all you do is you create a list in AWeber. Okay, very easy. If you don't know how, I can record training on that for you. Or I think I can find one on the Team Take Massive Action site, and then you just grab the name. Okay, so this was mine, for example, so I just grabbed that and put it in there. Okay, so that is it. That's all I wanted to show you there. That's your marketing stuff and how to set it up so that you keep your leads, right? So that you keep your leads. And that's it, guys. Let me pause the or stop the recording, and then I'll unmute you guys and we can talk real quick and see, you know, how I can help you guys move your business forward today. So let me hit the record button, and for those of you listening to the recording, thank you very much. Please leave your comments and questions below this, where I'll have it posted on my activity feed or my blog. If you're on my team, reblog this. Hit the reblog button and reblog it. It's too easy to do. And if you're not on my team yet, then you need to click on a banner on this page and join. And that's that. And have your credit card handy, because you're going to pay $25. So that's it. I love you guys. I'm going to stop the recording now, and we're going to have our little mastermind. Bye, everyone.